Promised they would be taken to a safe place, more than 1,000 Afghan refugees are being held at an unused military base in Doha. These refugees once helped the U.S. military and are still waiting to hear what their future holds. The Trump administration had been in talks of moving them to the Democratic Republic of Congo and told ABC News Live they would be moved months ago. The question remains, where will they go? Tonight on Prime, an exclusive update from inside the camp that was once a target in the war with Iran. Campers like 15-year-old Zara are sharing their stories, frustrations, and experiences as they hope for answers. Some are asking us to conceal their identities in fear of retaliation from camp officials. ABC News' Tom Sophie Burridge has their stories.
Zara has spent her last 2 birthdays at Camp Asaliya. She recently turned 15 years old within the walls of her room, stationed on an unused military base in Doha.
I feel like prison might be much better than here.
More than 1,000 Afghan refugees and immediate family members of active duty US military members have been living in limbo here after President Trump signed an executive order shortly after taking office for his second term, halting the refugee resettlement program for Afghans who helped Americans during the war. Now they have no clue where they will go next. Recent reports indicated President Trump was in talks to send residents at the camp to the Democratic Republic of Congo, known as the DRC.
We all came here for the purpose and goal of going to America, not the resettlement of Congo. My message to Mr. Donald Trump, President Donald Trump, and Mrs. Melania is this: that right now, the decision that you're taking them to Congo is not even acceptable. Take us to America, because we deserve safety. We deserve a life with dignity, safety, and honor.
Now the deal with the DRC is officially dead, residents at the camp are back to square one. Despite being vetted and cleared by the previous administration, they've remained at this camp for over 2 years. Zara claims workers at the camp have not given any clarity on what's next.
They're lying to people about the third country or the resettlement or whatever it is. They're encouraging people to go back to Afghanistan, paying them money.
Zara told us conditions at the base have gotten dire. With many losing hope, she claims camp officials are now tracking residents.
I mean, when you go out of the camp and you're sick, they take you to hospital and they put GPS trackers on you so that you cannot escape.
When we first spoke with Zara in March, she asked us to hide and alter her voice. But now she wants ABC News to show her face and tell her story, in hope of changing the outcome for her and others on the base. But since talking to other outlets, she told us camp officials have threatened her and her family.
The camp duty director turned to my mom and dad and said that what you allowed your daughter has significantly increased the risk of going back to Afghanistan. So, however, these people are not the real decision makers. I'm showing my face and I'm raising my voice to the camp officials from here, ABC News. Today, you cannot stop me. Whatever you do, it won't stop me. I will fight. I will take these people to a safety. I will try.
In March, the US State Department told ABC News that Camp Asaliya would be closed and residents would be moved by March 31st. Now, months later, the camp is still open and the residents still there. ABC News reported on the stark living conditions back in March. Missiles fell into living quarters when the base became a target, along with other US bases in the Middle East, at the start of the US, Israel and Iran war. Back then, a mother shared her experience with us over the phone. Are you fearing for your lives at the moment?
Of course we do, of course. Sometimes when the children are playing outside and when we suddenly hear the explosion, the families run after their children and bringing them inside. And some of the children are screaming and crying, "What's happening? Are we gonna die?"
In a voice message, the young mother updated us on conditions in secret, telling us she was scared for her and her child's future when being moved to the DRC became a possibility.
Since our last discussion, the security situation at the base has a bit improved. Everything's now normal. But about our regulation that they said it will be on 31st of March, that didn't happen at all. All our media, they say that the residents of Camp Asilia will be transferred to Congo, but there has been no official confirmation, which has caused a lot of anxiety.
A father living at the base also shared his fears.
They told us that they are still in negotiation with other country to find a suitable country for us. In reality, we were brought here legally and we completed all legal processes. We stood side by side with the United States and Afghanistan for almost 20 years. Now the time has come to the US government to fulfill their promises.
The non-profit organisation AfghanEvac has been in contact with residents, organising with congressional leaders to advocate against the administration's talks of sending families to third countries.
You've got people on the call from Representative Meek's staff. You've got people on the call from Senator Blumenthal's staff and more. And look, we're going to keep pushing for you.
On this call in April, senators met briefly with residents, providing a glimmer of hope amid the uncertainty.
I know firsthand because my son served in Afghanistan as these Afghan patriots and heroes, and they love America. We will work for them and fight for them just as we would our own veterans.
While the residents of the camp wait, the Trump administration opened 10,000 slots for white South African refugees to come to the US. In June on Capitol Hill, senators confronted Secretary of State Marco Rubio about the future of those still at Camp Asilia.
Can you commit to working with me and others in this body to support the relocation of these vetted individuals to the United States, especially those who are family members of currently serving U.S. soldiers?
Yeah, I can't. First of all, as you know, we're under an executive order now after the National Guard attack here, and so that happened last year. So we can't admit any Afghans at this point into the country. Now, I don't know of any single country that's going to take 1,000 people. But we've talked to multiple countries about taking several hundred of these people and allowing them to move to a safe location.
The president just raised the refugee cap exclusively to allow Afrikaners into our country. I would welcome a chance to work with you to find safe third countries for these Afghans.
Mr. Secretary, the Trump foreign policy has become a dumpster fire. Now, as Secretary of State in this administration, you have capped refugees at a record low of 17,500, and white South Africans, Afrikaners, have comprised roughly 99% of those slots, Mr. Secretary. A race-based refugee system.
I'm 15. I spent 2 birthdays here. So what will happen to me, to my brother who is 11, to other kids who just born here? What will happen to them? Their life, their future. So there should be someone who fight for them. And I know it's dangerous, but I took the risk and I'm still speaking. I would like to bring a change. And I hope that one day I get these people to safety, maybe to America.
Tom Suvi Burridge, thank you. ABC News reached out to the State Department for a comment addressing claims made by refugee campers in regards to Zara's claims. A spokesperson tells us we have no information regarding this alleged incident and that accusations are dealt with promptly to protect residents at the camp. They say security of the campers is a priority of the department. They also say the State Department continues to work toward a positive resolution that provides safety for the remaining people to start a new life outside of Afghanistan while upholding the safety and security of the American people.